Hi guys, got a review of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. I went to see it in the cinema last night in 3D, and I'll be reviewing that. I'm also going to be showing you just some other Texas Chainsaw Massacre related things. I'm also going to give a bit of a review of kind of the series in general. So, to start off, I'm going to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, or as it's known as the Texas Massacre? Chainsaw Massacre 3D, I'm not sure what it's fully called. But I don't think the full title is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. So, this film is a sequel to the original, and it ignores the events of 2, 3 and 4. Right, if you've seen them, it's got the sequels of the original follow like the family and stuff like that, and they develop, but this one ignores that, and it goes in another direction. I like the way they did that. I mean, it was a nice new take on it, but I think overall the film for me lacked, I don't know, something. It wasn't as good as I expected it to be. I mean, overall, I don't like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series that much. I mean, I like the original and I like the remake, but I don't like any of the sequels to the original. And I actually haven't seen the beginning, but I'll be watching that soon, I suppose. But with all the sequels, I just didn't like them, and I thought they started off well, but all the films ended sort of died off at the end. And I think the same happened with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. I mean, a lot of the audience were actually laughing at some of the things in it. They thought it was that silly. Like, there's a whole scene with a phone and a policeman using a video call to show the crime scene, which is ridiculous. And everyone in the cinema just laughed, and he was all like sighing and laughing, and it just switched everybody off. And everyone started people started making comments and jokes, and like people lost interest and was like insulting the film, saying, "Oh, this is shit" and stuff like that. But you know, I can see past things like that. But you know, that's just one instance in the film where it was just stupid, and the film was very sexualized towards the females as well. The camera angles and shots were it was really you know, sexualized towards the women and also the men at points as well. So the film itself is about well, it starts at where number one ends, and there's basically a shootout between the locals and the family, which results in, I'm not going to say actually. And it's about a young girl, who finds that her grandmother's died, but she didn't know. She thought she was adopted, and her and friends go off to this new place where she's inherited a house from her grandma, and it's in Texas, so they go on a road trip and they go there, and basically they find Leatherface. I'm not going to go into too much because there is a nice couple of twists in there. There is some good twists that got a good reaction from the crowd, but other than that, the film, there was too many silly decisions in there for it to be believable. There's just one I'm also going to mention it. Instead of running away, she decided to hold on to a ride at a carnival. Instead of running away, I don't want to ruin the film, but yeah, the 3D as well. I did watch it in 3D, and the 3D, it's a bit of a gimmick with some films. I watched The Hobbit in 3D, and that was good. The 3D just enhanced the experience, whereas with Texas Massacre, it was just a bit there was no need for the 3D. Halfway through, I forgot the film was actually in 3D. There is a couple of really, really good use of the 3D though, with the chainsaw. There is some really good points. So, but you wouldn't really miss much if you didn't watch it in 3D. So, you know, if you want to save some money, there's no loss in watching it in 2D. It's worth checking out in the cinema. Overall, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. And I'm going to talk about there's also a post-credits scene which I walked out and I didn't see, but I've also seen it on YouTube. And it's just so, you know, stay around, don't just leave straight away, because there's a 20-second clip. Now that's my review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Now I'm going to talk about the series in general. So I've got the first one, which I really liked. I mean, everyone knows the first one. It's such a classic. And that I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. The second one I thought was terrible. It's got Dennis Hooper in it, and I was really surprised at just how poor it was. And it was generally, I hated this film. I give this one a 4 out of 10. Sorry, what did I say for the first
6.
one? Oh, sorry, no, the first one is an 8 out of 10. Sorry, 8 out of 10, and that one a 4 out of 10. Then this one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface, is a 3 out of 10, which is horrible. This one with It actually has Matthew McConaughey and Renée Zellweger as well, which I was really surprised about. Two quite big names, and it must be like their first roles. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. Because that was one of the stupidest films I've ever seen. I know the Texas Massacre have a loyal following, but they're not my type of film. And that one, which I give that 6 out of 10, which is the remake. And then the remake's prequel, called The Beginning, which I've not seen, so I can't read that. I'm also just going to show you quickly a figure I have. Leatherface. I think that's from the remake. You see him, it's pretty cool. I think that's for £15. And it also comes with a stand as well, which is, you know, he's infamous stuff, which is in the remake. There's also figures of several other figures from the remake, which I'm not really interested in getting. I just like to get the killers. As you can see there, Hellraiser and Freddy. I've only just started collecting the figures, but I'm going to get like Michael Myers, Jason. So that's just my quick review of the series in general, and then I'll talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, which come out this week, I think, or maybe last week, I'm not sure.
It was yesterday, actually.
It didn't come out yesterday, did it?
In England.
Alright, it came out in England yesterday. That explains why it was so busy. Yeah, the cinema was sold out, so it was really busy. So if you're going to go see it in England, I would advise you get there nice and early to get your tickets in advance. So, thanks for watching. I would definitely watch that film. I'm not sure whether to watch it in 3D, that's the only thing. Like, I feel like I did waste a couple of quid on a 3D, but other than that, it's a decent film. It's nothing special, and it's full of cliches as well, but what do you expect? Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to me. Thank you.